Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about pedigree analysis. Now what is pedigree analysis? A pedigree is a family tree or chart made of symbols and lines that represent a person's genetic family history. In pedigree, symbols represent people and lines represent genetic relationships. The pedigree is a visual tool for documenting the biological relationship in families and determining the mode of inheritance, dominant, recessive, etc., of genetic diseases. Pedigrees are most often constructed by medical geneticists or genetic counselors. It is the classical pedigree tree where we can see the first generation, second generation, and the third generation. Here, square represents the male character and the circle represents the female. These are the symbols used in pedigree analysis. Study it carefully. Now we are going to discuss about autosomal dominant inheritance. We know that we have two types of chromosomes, autosomes and sex chromosomes. Here we are talking about autosomal dominant inheritance. Here the trait does not skip generations. Always remember, in case of dominant inheritance, trait does not skip generations. An affected person mating with an unaffected person should produce approximately 50% affected offspring, indicating also that the affected individual is heterozygous. The distribution of the trait among sexes should be almost equal. It can be transmitted by either sex. Here, one mutant copy of the gene is in each cell is sufficient for a person to be affected by an autosomal dominant disorder. In some cases, an affected person inherits the condition from an affected parent. In others, the condition may result from a new mutation in the gene and occur in people with no history of the disorder in their family. Here we can see the affected father mates with an unaffected mother, and there is a one affected son and one affected daughter and two unaffected son and daughter. They maintains the rules of ADI. It is the classical or pedigree tree of ADI, autosomal dominant inheritance. And this is the Punnett square of autosomal dominant inheritance, where capital A represents the mutated gene and small a represents the wild type gene. Now we are talking about autosomal recessive inheritance. Here trait often skip generations. In case of recessive inheritance, trait often skip generations. An almost equal number of affected males and females are there. When both parents are affected, all children should be affected. In most cases, an unaffected people mating with an affected individual, all children produced are unaffected. When at least one child is affected, then approximately half the children should be affected. Here most affected individuals have unaffected parents. In case of autosomal recessive inheritance, both copies of the gene in each cell have mutations. The parents of an individual with an autosomal recessive condition each carry one copy of the mutated gene, but they typically do not show signs and symptoms of the condition. Autosomal recessive disorders are typically not seen in every generation of an affected family, and this is the vital point. This is the diagram of an ARI. And this is the pedigree analysis or pedigree tree of a autosomal recessive inheritance, where we can see that a trait often skip generation. Now we are talking about sex-linked or X-linked dominant inheritance. Here the trait does not skip generations. I told it previously that in case of dominant inheritance, trait does not skip generations. Affected males must come from affected mothers. Approximately half the children of an affected heterozygous female are affected. Affected females come from affected mothers or affected fathers. All the daughters but none of the sons of an affected fathers are affected. That means all the daughters of an affected father are affected. XDI are caused by mutations in genes on the X chromosome, one of the two sex chromosomes in each cell. In females who have two X chromosomes, a mutation in one of the two copies of the gene in each cell is sufficient to cause the disorder. In males who have only one X chromosome, a mutation in the only copy of the gene in each cell causes the disorder. In most cases, males experience more severe symptoms of the disorder than females. A characteristic of X-linked inheritance is that fathers cannot pass X-linked traits to their sons. That means no male-to-male transmission is there. This is the Punnett square of X-linked dominant disorder. Study it carefully. And here we can see that affected males cannot transmit disease to sons but transmit disease to 100% to their daughters. Here are three generations, first, second and third, and in the first generation we can see an unaffected father mates with an affected mother. Here X1 represents the normal allele and X2 represents the diseased allele. In the second generation we can see one affected male and one affected female. In the left hand side, where affected male is crossed with an unaffected female and produce the third generation, where we can see in the third generation only females are affected, because females have the diseased allele, that is the X2, but the diseased allele is not carried forward to their sons. So we can conclude that affected males cannot transmit disease to their sons. Now we are talking about sex-linked or X-linked recessive inheritance. Here, most affected individuals are male. Affected males result from mothers who are affected or who are known to be carriers. Affected females come from affected father and affected or carrier mothers. The sons of affected females should be affected. Approximately half the sons of carriers should be affected here. X-linked recessive disorders are also caused by mutations in genes on the X chromosome. In males who have only one X chromosome, one altered copy of the gene in each cell is sufficient to cause the condition. In females who have two X chromosomes, a mutation would have to occur in both copies of the gene to cause the disorder, because it is unlikely that females will have two altered copies of this gene. What is said, because it is unlikely that the females will have two altered copies of this gene, males are affected by X-linked recessive disorder much more frequently than females. A characteristic of X-linked inheritance is that fathers cannot pass X-linked traits to their sons. This is the Punnett square of X-linked recessive disorder. And this is the diagrammatic representative of pedigree analysis of an X-linked recessive inheritance. Now we are talking about Y-linked inheritance. It affects only males because only males have Y chromosomes. Affected males always have an affected father, and it is very natural. All sons of an affected man are affected. This is the pedigree analysis of Y-linked inheritance. Any gene on the Y chromosome will only be passed on to male children. Exception হচ্ছে CAIS an XY individual who is female. What is CAIS? CAIS, the full form of CAIS is complete androgen insensitivity syndrome. It's a genetic condition in which a child is genetically male but develops female sex characteristics. CAIS is a disorder of sex development. Some examples of Y-linked inheritance are hypertrichosis of the ears, baldness in male, webbed toes, and porcupine man. Here are some examples of autosomal and X-linked genetic disorders. These are very important with respect to your studies or NEET examinations. And these are some important genetic disorders. And the marked ones are very important. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.